Let's pull back the curtain on a real-world cyber attack. We're going to see how just one single email, the kind of thing that could be sitting in your inbox right now, can slip past millions of dollars in security tech and bring an entire company to its knees. So, let's trace its path.
It all starts right here. An email lands in an employee's inbox. The subject line is simple: payment swift. It's crafted to feel urgent, important, and totally official. The email says a payment was made and tells the user to open the attachment for the proof of payment. But just look at that attachment name. It's a little strange, right? That's our very first clue.
So this is it, the moment of truth. You're busy, you've got a million things to do, you're expecting payments, and this email shows up. It looks legit. What do? Do you click that attachment? The security of your entire company could literally hang on that one click.
Because you've got to understand, this isn't just about one person's computer getting a virus. Oh no, one wrong click can kick off a catastrophic chain reaction that puts the whole organization at risk. The stakes, they are unbelievably high. Now get ready for a number that is, honestly, it's terrifying. 197. That is the average number of days it takes for a company to even figure out it's been breached. Why so long? Well, today's attackers are quiet. They aren't smashing down the door. They're carefully picking the lock. For more than half a year, an intruder could be silently wandering through your network, and you'd have no idea. And hey, even when they finally spot the intruder, it takes another 69 days, on average, just to get the damage under control. So you add all that up, and you're looking at almost 9 months from that first click to finally locking things down. And all that time? Well, time is money. A lot of money. In fact, if a company can stop a breach in under 30 days, they save, on average, over $1 million. When you're dealing with a cyber attack, every single second is critical. So this brings us to the hero of our story. See, in the real-life case we're looking at, the attack was stopped dead in its tracks, and it wasn't some fancy firewall or an antivirus that saved the day. It was an employee. This is what we call the human firewall. And this quote just nails it. Your technology is absolutely essential, but these attacks are specifically designed to get around it. They aren't targeting the software, they're targeting the person sitting at the keyboard, the one who makes the final call. That person is the real last line of defense. So in our real-life case, the employee got that email you see on the left and just had a gut feeling that something was wrong. Instead of clicking on that sneaky attachment, they used a simple tool, this suspicious email reporter button you see on the right. One click. That was it. And boom, this is the result. With that one simple, smart click, the employee completely shut down the threat. The email got flagged and sent to the security team, and the company was safe. The employee didn't become a victim, they became a security sensor. Okay, but that was the good ending. Now let's take a walk down a much darker path. Let's imagine what would have happened if that same email landed in the inbox of an untrained user who made a very different choice. You know, this is the question that keeps security professionals up at night. What if the scam worked? What if the employee actually followed the attacker's instructions, renamed that weird file, and double-clicked it? If that person had clicked, they would have unleashed this 5-stage nightmare. It all starts with a hidden script. That script then acts as a downloader, which leads to a full-on invasion of the system. Then it establishes persistence, so it can't be easily removed. And finally, it completes the takeover. All right, stage 1, that attachment, it isn't even the real malware. It's a small script that's been obfuscated. That's just a fancy word for scrambled to make it hard for anyone or any software to read. Its only job is to phone home to the attacker's website and download the real weapon. It's a classic trick to sneak right past antivirus software. Okay, so next up, the invasion. As soon as the main program is downloaded, it gets to work burying itself deep in the computer. It creates a new folder, hidden away in the system's temp files, and then it drops 2 new files inside. A malicious program disguised as something totally harmless, like notepad.exe, and another script to make sure it runs. Now this is where it gets really sneaky. The malware wants to stick around. To do that, it edits the Windows registry. You can think of that as the computer's central nervous system. It adds a command to a special run once list, which forces the computer to run the malware every single time it boots up. Basically, the malware is now a permanent roommate that you can't evict. And at last, stage 5, the takeover. That fake notepad.exe is actually what we call a remote administration tool, or a RAT. It connects back to the attacker's server and opens up a direct line into the machine.
And at this point, it's game over. The hacker has total remote control. They can see your files, they can steal your passwords, and they have a wide open door to the entire company network.
So we've just walked down two totally different paths, right? One where a savvy employee stops an attack cold with a single click, and another where an unsuspecting user accidentally rolls out the red carpet for a full-scale invasion. And the difference between them? Well, that's everything in modern cybersecurity.
Look, it all boils down to this. Your employee is either your weakest link or they're your strongest asset. An untrained user, they react to the scam, they click without thinking, and they become a huge liability. But a trained employee, they recognize the scam, they report it, and they become a crucial security sensor for the whole organization.
So the main lesson here is actually pretty simple. The strongest defense you can have isn't just about the fancy tech. It's the powerful combination of having the right technology tools and well-trained, aware people who know just how important their role really is. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Your firewall can fail. Your antivirus can be tricked. Technology will never be 100% foolproof. A determined attacker will always find a way to get that one email past the filters. And when that happens, and believe me, it will happen, the only thing standing between them and your data is a person. The real question is, will that person be ready?